Hey guys, welcome back to Educating the Modern. Excuse my sore throat, I've got a cold. But anyways, today we're going to be focusing on cooking a really nice roasted chicken in a Dutch oven. There's got to be a better way than this. Very nice. Now what I got here is a large enameled cast iron Dutch oven, right, which I just love. I really can't say enough good about this thing. It just it performs flawlessly. It gives you the quality of cooking in cast iron, which has the heat retention that we want. It's a nice sealed lid. I mean, it makes a good sealed surface there. And it's enameled, so there's really no worry at all with the seasoning or anything like that. Nothing really sticks to it. It all wipes out and cleans up really easily. Okay, so now to start it off, first thing we got our chicken. Now I have a really fat chicken here. This thing's weighing in about, I think it was about 6 pounds, 7 pounds, something like that. But we take it, we pick it up, and we put it backside down into our Dutch oven. Now we go ahead, all of your giblets, make sure you pull them out of the cavity, and we just throw them right in there with it. No big deal. All your heart, your liver, your gizzards, your chicken neck, all of it, we just throw it in. Okay, now your vegetables. Basically anything that you want to put in will be just fine. It's not a big deal. I of course like potatoes and onions. I have 4 medium-sized red potatoes. You know, we always called them new potatoes growing up. Cut them up. Now whenever you cut them up, you want them to be in big chunks. You know, really nice big meaty chunks of potato. That way, if you slice them up really small, they would tend to cook too fast. They would be fully cooked long before your turkey, or I'm sorry, long before your chicken was actually fully cooked. And so that's bad, because then whenever you get it, they're too mushy. So we have nice big fat chunks of potato, right? Just put them in, and we got onions. Like I said, I got 2 full onions here all cut up. Sprinkle them in all over the place. And for a little bit of extra, I like banana peppers. Right? I take my banana peppers, chop them up. Now, with the peppers, always spine them. Some people call it the spine that's inside there. Some people call it the core or the heart of the pepper. But all the stuff on the inside with the seeds, that's where it keeps all of its heat. Now, I don't particularly like hot stuff, so I take them out. If you do, leave them in. But the banana peppers are a really great little added, ooh, what's that flavor? Okay, so as you see, we're making sure to leave as much of the skin showing as possible, right? We're tucking our vegetables around towards the sides and up underneath the bird and things like that, so we can have as much skin exposed as possible. Now all we got to do is season it. I like all different types of seasonings, and you know, basically I change them up. So again, this isn't really important either. With this right here, it's all about how it's being cooked. So get whatever seasoning you like. This right here, I got Rufus Teague. It's a meat rub, and it's kind of a sweet. It's more of like it's kind of like a barbecue type of thing. But put it on liberally. Cover all the skin, pat it down. Now it's time for the real secret ingredient. Get your favorite beer, whatever it may be. You know, but with situations like this, I like to get maybe like a craft beer, something that's really flavorful, not just your everyday run-of-the-mill Bud Light. There's nothing wrong with that if that's the way you want to go. But what I'm saying is, try and go out there with something a little bit more flavor if you can. So I've got some Guinness. Now whenever you're pouring it in, make sure, try to stay away from pouring on the chicken itself, because you don't want to wash off all of that nice seasoning you just put on there. I only use about half of the bottle of that right there, because, you know, as you can tell, it's a great big bottle. But if it was a regular 12-ounce can or bottle of beer, I'd use the whole thing. All right. Now that that's done, we go ahead and we put our lid on it and we throw it in the oven. Now the oven we're going to have set at about 350 degrees. Now if you have a convection oven, which I have, you can run that about 25 degrees lower, so about 325. But if you just got a standard oven, about 350 is good, and it's a big bird and there's a lot in there. So we're going to cook it a good full hour and a half to maybe even an hour and 40 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and say hour and 40 for this bird. Okay, if it's a smaller bird, you may only have to do an hour and a half. So pop it in the oven. When your chicken's only got about 20 minutes left to cook, go ahead and take the lid off of the Dutch oven. This will expose it to that hot air, drying out that surface skin, making it nice and crisp. I even like to go ahead and turn my oven up about 25 degrees for that last remainder of cook time. Delicious skin. So, and this whole meal, I think I got the chicken for $6 with some potatoes, onions, and bell peppers. Realistically, this entire meal probably was $10, maybe even less. And I'm going to feed my whole family of 4 off of it. And then, after we eat what we want, I'm going to take that chicken carcass and the soup that's left over from that nice Guinness beer, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make like, no, chicken and dumplings, maybe something like that with it. So just look for the next video and you'll probably see that episode. Until then, you're welcome. That couldn't have been worse fucking timing.